My name is Dora Frankel. I'm Artistic Director of Fertile Ground. Prior to that, I was a dancer, choreographer, choreologist, teacher and performer. But I'm delighted to be running this new company. Fertile Ground is the first ever professional graduate dance company for the North East. And we have our office base in Dance City, which is based in Newcastle, but we tour regionally. It exists to give the first work opportunities to our most talented dance graduates. I would go on to say the best kind of work opportunities where they work with national choreographers and regional choreographers. We developed 5 different pieces of choreography. Shields of Bone by Alicia Drennan, A New Chimera by Tom Dale, Now that I choreographed, On the Darkened Wing, which is a company choreography, and Land, which was a duet created by one of the company members. And the idea was to have a really good range of works to take on tour. And we then toured them across the region starting on February the 12th. And we went to places like Sunderland College, we went to Keswick, and we went to less known places like Beadsworld, Jarrow, and we had a huge gala at Customs House, South Shields. So now we've wound up and things are ticking over while I fundraise again and hope to give another cohort of dancers, well, I will be giving another cohort of dancers the opportunity. The first company consisted of 4 dancers, I'm now looking for 6 dancers as opportunities. So I suppose what Fertile Ground means to me is literally that, making a fertile ground of talent, particularly in contemporary dance, and sowing those seeds. The dancers, when they leave me, go on to stay in the region, hopefully, most of them are, and make their own work and make their own companies, so that rather than North East being a little bit, well, there's lots of countryside, but what's contemporary dance, the North East becomes the place to dance. I certainly don't want people to say, oh, it looks like the dancer comes from London. I do want the company to look different, and I think it does. That's what people have said to me. So it's lovely if our people, if you like, can connect to it. We are inspired by exhibitions that go on here, we are inspired by the landscape that's here, and we're inspired by different public spaces that are up here. Not just up here, they come out of university and they just don't know where to go. And I would emphasise that all these graduate opportunities that universities put in place are great, but they haven't really had dance people, so that's a really important thing. And at the moment as well, our biggest talent often goes south because they don't see opportunities up here. So it's all about creating opportunities, and there's no way you can stop that, you know, it's a tide.
My name is Gabriella Garroway, and I was the Education and Outreach Assistant for Fertile Ground. That was through Teesside University on a graduate internship. It's been really beneficial for me because it's made me realise that this is something that I enjoy, and because you come out of university and you do so many things and dabble in so many projects that you're not quite sure what it is that you want to do. So this experience has made me realise that this is something that I'd continue doing, and it's also made me think about other things that I'd like to try as well, because I know this is something that I like doing, about new things that I can explore. I think it was an opportunity that's made more connections outside Teesside, so Newcastle, Sunderland, Bury, especially going on tour. Met other education outreach assistants for various organisations, so being able to piece the whole picture together is really, and then networking's really taught me a lot about, like, every time there's like an opportunity to network with people, not just at events, regardless of what you take from it, whether it's something that you hate or it's something that you love, that it's something that you can build on as a professional. My dreams for the next 6 months is to really continue to teach and get out in the community. And I did the work with Epinay School in Jarrow in collaboration with Beadsworld. That was one of the students asked me, are you coming back next week? I was just like, no, I can't. I've got to go and inspire other young people, but no doubt I'll see you soon. So that was really sweet. But yeah, so it's things like that is what makes you get up in the morning and go to work and think of. So I think it's important that you do outreach those sort of groups, because they don't necessarily think themselves as dancers, but you can say, well, yeah, that's movement, it's dance, and the confidence can go from 0 to 100 in 2 days, even less sometimes. Determination, because Rome wasn't built in a day, so you can't. It's the same with dance. You always have to keep training, no matter how experienced you think you are. You think you finished uni and your training's over, but it's not true.